Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Roma in Football Manager 2019. I'm Ater, and today we are very, very close to winning the league. But to do that, we have to get a good result versus AC Milan away. But looking at the league table though, we are in a situation, if you take a look at this, we have quite some gap down to Inter and Juve. And these are the only two teams that can catch us, because there are 6 points left to play for. And for them, that means basically we need to lose both games. And normally when I start an episode, we're just ready to start the game. But today, if you look at the kickoffs, you can see that both Juve and Inter is playing earlier kickoffs than us. And I want you to be around for this, because we need to get results, because if they both lose, now it's not very likely that they will, but if both lose, we win the title right here, right now, before the episode barely even started. I mean, even a draw, I believe. Let's see, a draw, then they get 4 points. And yeah, even if they get draws, we win the title. So let's press continue here, see what happens, see if we can win the title without even playing a game. And that's the first result. We are working our way here. Slowly. Let's see the results. Looking here for the results to pop up, maybe. Oh my god. We have won the league. This is sensational. This is crazy. What was the result? Can we get the results, please? Show us the result game. We know that we won the title. This is kind of anticlimactic, but where's the results? I thought the results were going to pop up for those games. I guess we can click the league to get the results. There it is. So what happened here? So Juve and Inter both lost. Oh my god, this is sensational. This is crazy. Like I thought like maybe one of them could get a draw or maybe even a loss, but not both of them at the same time. This is I'm not sure what to say. This is just I don't know. I'm just lost the word here. I didn't expect this at all. I expected that we were going to fight, and then maybe with a little bit of luck. I mean, you remember last season when we were like close to winning the league for so many games, but it never happened. We had to play game after game after game without securing the title, and now all of a sudden we won it before we even got to try. This is brilliant. This is sensational. We have defended our title, but we're definitely gonna be playing the last game that we're gonna play of the season in this series. We have one game left to play of this one, but of course there won't be any reason for us to do it in an episode. I mean, now we can even lose away versus AC Milan. Of course, I don't hope we lose. I hope we're going to do really, really well. But I mean, like we have won the title. This is, I didn't expect this at all. I'm not sure what to say. I really like. I thought that we definitely had a good chance on winning the league today, but I definitely didn't expect it to happen before we actually play the game. So yeah, enjoy the last game that we're going to go do in an episode this season. And of course, after this season, the preseason starts, and then we have to build for next year. And I mean, we did really well in the Champions League this season, but it ended in a real disaster. Embarrassing. As I said during that episode, I can't remember ever losing a game in any version of Football Manager that big. So even though we won the title and we did great, we still need to improve, so we actually can start fight. Why did you show that? It wasn't even a chance. But yeah, we need to improve the team so we can actually start challenge for the title. Because I mean, after this season, I'm going to have won the league twice, and the Champions League is basically the big goal left for us in the save. I didn't expect it to go this quick for us. I definitely didn't expect us to win the league during the first season. I thought like maybe second, third season we could start challenging for it. Or Juve was going to be so much stronger than they have been in this save. And yeah, things have basically been going great if you pretend that that last Champions League game never happened. But now we're under some serious pressure here by AC Milan, and they are working the way towards the box. And now there's a lot of AC Milan players inside there, beautiful intervene. Maybe we can turn it around. He bounces back and forth. Here's Inda. He has Arp as backup on the left flank, maybe. Yeah, it's El Shaarawy, and look at that. We scores away versus AC Milan, and we are 1-up. And yeah, I feel like my whole body is shaking. I didn't. I'm so happy right now. I have so much energy. It's just crazy. I didn't expect this at all. And yeah, I just can't stop smiling. I have the biggest grin ever. Pastor picks up a yellow card. Here is a free kick. El Shaarawy, the goal scorer, sets up in the. Oh, this is almost too good to be true. Let's take a look at the table here, because there it is. And of course, then we get the highlights. We can't see it. But AC Milan, I mean, it wasn't long ago they were in second place in the league. They have been one of the best teams this season. And yes, you can see they're currently in fourth place. And oh, look at that beautiful free kick by Inda. It's a masterpiece. We are really ending this season with a blast. Inda, fantastic free kick. Sensational. And yeah, this is more than I could have asked for. This is like a fairy tale ending of the season. I mean, yeah, a fairy tale is the only way we can describe this. But still, I want them to stay focused, because you know what happens when the lads start slacking. We have 3 goals up away versus AC Milan in the first half. This is brilliant. This is sensational. This is more than I ever could ask for. But also to say that AC Milan is actually attacking, and Martial finds Castello, and hit the post. Hit the post. They're the woodwork, so they are not completely. We are not completely safe here, but there's a long one, and it bounces back, and instead Martial is trying to counter-attack. And he just runs through my lads. Oh, that was a rough tackle. A rough one by Shula, and it's a yellow card. But I think that was the right decision, really, because if he wouldn't have taken that one, the AC Milan player would have been completely alone with our keeper. So I think that was a wise decision, picking up a yellow card there. It was, yeah, he shows some. I mean, that's why like experienced defenders always do, and he's still pretty young, but he showed that he has a vision and a mind for football, that he do things like that. I feel like our players have started slacking a bit here in the second half, feeling safe, feeling like they want to drink champagne and celebrating the title. But here is El Shaarawy. And I mean, you know, they are optimistic when they start shooting like that from that distance. Everybody wants to score right now. But I think it's time for some subs, and of course we need to let more people in here. We need to let more people be a part of this beautiful, beautiful day. And I mean, imagine the fans that had traveled with us for this away game, and they are celebrating in the stands right now. They are so happy. And yeah, it's just going to be a big party when we come back to Rome tonight. Everybody's waiting for it. Everybody's ready to celebrate. I mean, probably some of the guys playing right now, like in the water bottles, they probably fill them with champagne even before the game, because you know the title was secure. That's why some of them are playing like garbage and giving Divock Origi a chance like this. And he actually went to them as a free transfer as the last season. As you know, he was on loan at our team during the first season, and I tried to sign him as a free transfer, but he decided to go. He demanded too high of a wage, so I turned him down, and he went to AC Milan instead. Guys, focus now. It would be brilliant if we could end this season, at least episode-wise, with not conceding a goal this game. Stay focused here for the last few seconds. And that's brilliant. I mean, we didn't manage to score in the second half, but still, this is brilliant. This is so good. Winning away against one of the best teams while securing the title at the same time. Can't get much better than that, can it? And of course, we need to take a look at the league table here. And we can actually, let's go all the way to the overview. So look at how we are dominating things. Let's see, who do we have in the last game? Of course, the last game won't be an episode. So we are playing Verona at home. And considering that Verona is in last place in the league, we will most likely win that game, which means we're going to end up the season with 83 points. I'm really happy with that. Really, really happy. That's a great season. And yeah, we dominated things this one, and I didn't expect us to dominate things this much, considering that we didn't manage to beat like any of the top teams at home during the first part of the season. So I felt like if we couldn't beat them at home, it's going to be very difficult during the spring, and we're probably going to lose a lot of points. But instead, we've been playing really well against the top teams, beating a few of them, drawing against others. I don't believe we lost against any of the top teams. I might be forgetting something, but we did really well during all the top teams away. And that's basically the results to see here. Because after all those draws during the first half, I felt like, look at these 14 draws compared to Inter in second place at 6. So yeah, that's basically brilliant. And actually, a little bit late right now, but I forgot to tell you about what's been going on since last episode. So, I mean, last episode was Napoli, but last game was the Liverpool game that you saw in the episode before that. I actually played Sampdoria, and if you look at these results, it looked like we completely dominated things. But it was a very frustrating game, because at halftime, they actually had the lead, as you can see here. So they were 1 up, and we were playing at home, and we were one goal behind, and we completely dominated things. I think we had like 19 shots, and I know that they had one single shot during halftime. So they had one shot and one goal, and we had 19 and 0 goals. And then they picked up a red card, but I mean, we can't be... We need to meet that match, so we picked up a red card ourselves, but then at the last part of the game, we were scoring all the time. But yeah, it was very, very frustrating during halftime. Really frustrating. But for now, we can focus and celebrate. Let's see, where is it here? Let's find it. Where is the championship? Championship somewhere. We need to go back through all this scouting I'm doing for next season. There. This is the view we want to end this episode. The end of the second season. And you know what? This means next episode is going to be the start of season 3. And that means next episode, you're going to see what have been going on during summer. Have you sold anybody? Have you signed anybody? And I can tell you right now, I would like to get another central defender. But I'm also kind of keen to getting enough strikers to be able to be playing with 2 strikers. For example, that game I just showed you where we won 4 goals against 1 versus Sampdoria. Most of that game, after we got Kluivert sent off, the rest of the game I played with 2 strikers. And we scored a lot of goals after that. So yeah, maybe if we can get some decent strikers, because to be able to play with 2 strikers, I feel like we need at least maybe 3-4 strikers so we can rotate and be ready for injuries and so on. But I mean, you never know what's going to happen until, of course, next episode. Because in next episode, we're going to know exactly what's going to be happening. Because that's when season 3 starts. And most likely, all the transfers are done. But I don't ask for this often. But please, if you enjoyed this one, to celebrate the league title, give this episode a few thumbs up. Would love you for that. But as always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And I'll see you in the next one.